Hi there again, this is your instructor Philip, and in this video I am going over our syllabus and our course schedule. You can, well obviously you have made it this far to the syllabus and schedule section, so congratulations. Please watch this video all the way through so that I can explain to you what the expectations are for this class and give you a heads up of the things to come. So you can click on these and download these documents and keep them on your computer desktop if you should choose. But you'll always be able to find them right here. So let's start with the syllabus. And I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I will touch on the important points of the document. So again, this is Introduction to Visual Art. My name is Philip Spangler, and I'm adjunct professor here at Harper. And you can contact me here at pspangle@harpercollege.edu. We are to meet every Tuesday evening in room E107. That's building E, room 107. Here's a description. This course is an introduction to the visual arts. As a student, you are expected to develop an awareness of aesthetics, artistic concepts, media, theory, and criticism. In addition, students will develop a broad sense of an historical art narrative, critical understanding of art, and build visual literacy. Now, the modality of the course. This is important because this is the manner that the course will be delivered to you. This course is an in-person lecture course. Students will be required to attend class for in-person lectures on a weekly basis. In the instance that campus is shuttered for COVID-19 protocols, this course will shift to online. Vis-a-vis, I am speaking to you online through the magic of this video. And we will be online for the next 2 weeks, but we will be right back in class, in the classroom, meeting each other on week 3. Lectures will be presented in person, online if mandated by the campus community. Activities, review of learned materials, and student presentations will all occur in the classroom. Assignment handouts and submissions will be administered through Blackboard. On Blackboard, you will additionally receive slides from each lecture, internet links, and YouTube video links. All official communication will come to you through Blackboard. Blackboard is very important. If you have difficulty accessing Blackboard, the IT department is there to help. So these are the student outcomes. Upon successful completion of the course, students should be able to demonstrate respect for differing views and methods of expression, explain conflicting views and/or methods of expression, compare conflicting views and/or methods of expression, analyze visual form through oral and written communication, interpret the meaning of a work of art, contextualize works of artists within their time and culture, compare and contrast works of different artists or cultures, and also broaden one's understanding of art. There is a book for this class. It is called Understanding Art by Lois Fishner-Rathis. You can find this in the bookstore. It is also available as an ebook. And a lot of you will find it useful to have. The truth of the matter is that my lectures go over those chapters pretty clearly. So if you pay attention to the lectures, you may not really need to get the book, but for your confidence in the class, you could benefit from owning it. So if you feel that it is important, I absolutely encourage you to buy the book. If you want to risk not buying the book, I will not dock you any points or anything like that, but it is at your own risk. So in this section, we have the course requirements. And basically, you are responsible for completing the assignments in a timely manner, and you are responsible for attending class. And just know that every week, the material that we go over expands upon the knowledge that we accrue throughout the week before. So it is important for you to attend class so that you can understand the logic of how the class progresses. Late assignments are subject to a lower grade. Work turned in late is 10% off of your given grade for that assignment. But even late assignments are worth more than 0 points. All you have to do is get them in by the end of the semester. I want to reiterate that. All you have to do is get the work in by the end of the semester and you will get points. Late work is always accepted and will ultimately contribute to an improved class grade. You are encouraged to turn in assignments even if they are late. And then this minus 10 percentage points, you only lose that once. So if you get a 100% on your paper, but you turn the paper in 4 weeks late, you're still going to get a 90%. So it's worth turning it in, but it has to be in by the end of the semester. There is extra credit. The extra credit is worth an additional 5 percentage points on your grade. So if you really tank the midterm or something like that, you can do this extra credit. And some of you might think it's fun, truthfully, so you might want to do the extra credit anyway. It is making an artwork. And so there is the assignment on Blackboard. And follow that handout and you will have success. Here are brief descriptions of the upcoming projects and how much they're worth. So your Art of the Day presentation is assigned on the first day of class. That is worth 20% of your grade. Your midterm exam is also worth 20% of your grade. Your museum essay, which is the only paper you have to write all semester, that is worth 30% of your grade. And then your final project, which is a group project, is worth 20% of your grade. In class, you're expected to speak up and to participate. Participation is worth 50 points, also known as 10% of your what is that? 5? I don't know. 5%, 10% of your final grade. So attendance and participation. You gain points towards your final grade based on classroom attendance. Every student is allowed 2 unexcused absences. Students who have 3 or more unexcused absences will have their final grade reduced by 5 percentage points, which will accumulate for each additional missed class. If you miss any deadline in turning in your work, you may receive full credit for each assignment as long as you submit to me documentation of what would otherwise be an excused absence. For full consideration of extenuating circumstances, you must contact me as soon as possible and outline the issues. I want to talk about what an excused absence might look like. That would be a medical emergency, and I would require official documentation, an obituary notice from a close relative, a doctor or hospital note, like I said, a court hearing. I would need these notices. I would need documentation. Those are all excused absences. Here are some unexcused absences. Vacations, for example. Family reunions and weddings, unless it's like, your sibling. But your cousins, sorry. family errands, car issues, lack of childcare, etc. Those are all unexcused absences. Now there are many. I just run your absence by me. I may excuse it, and I may say, well, I wouldn't do that. That'd be unexcused. So run them by me, and I'll let you know honestly, and we'll go from there. I do expect a certain amount of course etiquette, including I have an intolerance of discrimination of other students, but because we are talking about art from cultures around the world, I want you to remember that discrimination based on cultures or cultural artwork is also not tolerated. This includes negative comments based on race, gender, sexual orientation, religion, national origin, or disability. This is the Harper Equal Opportunity Statement. I suggest you read it. Again, if you need access to Blackboard, help accessing Blackboard, go ahead and contact the Harper IT support. And here's the phone number, and here's an email for the IT support. Here's a trigger warning. Nude male and female figures appear frequently in the visual arts, as do topics of religion, ethnicity, gender, stereotyping, sexuality, and the politics of human oppression. Censorship negates the purpose of higher education, which facilitates informed and independent thinking, and it is highly recommended that students who feel uncomfortable in any way with these topics and issues consider an alternative course at Harper College. Now, I'm not just going to flash something gruesome or a naked body on the screen without warning you. I will tell you the next slide might be graphic, but like I said, we will be touching on some of these topics. So if you do feel uncomfortable, you may need to find another class here at Harper. Academic dishonesty, this is the policy for it. I will not accept cheating, plagiarism, falsification of information, unauthorized collaboration, like doing each other's work, facilitating academic dishonesty. All of these are subject to getting kicked out of class and frankly getting kicked out of college. So make sure you're aware of the academic dishonesty policy. We have student support services, and here is how to get in contact with Access and Disability Services office. Now, every semester I have students that require accommodations from Access that are provided by Access and Disability Services. I cannot give you an accommodation if you do not contact them first. So what happens is you contact them, you come up with some sort of education plan, I am then informed, and then I can make an accommodation that helps you succeed. So if you need any help in the class or any accommodation, please contact them and I am happy to oblige. Alright, so let's check out our course schedule real briefly. I made the schedule as easy as I could to figure out to make it easy to understand. As you see up here, these two highlighted rows, you've got first 2 weeks online. So you will absolutely need to come to Blackboard to find your next week's lectures, as well as, of course, this week. But if we go down here with the topic, we've got, of course, the week, and we've got the topics, and then we have the readings that are required, and then the assignments. I've got a handy color coding that lets you know when assignments are assigned. You've got your art of the day assigned today and your extra credit assigned today. And then here it tells you in red when the art of the day is due. So that is February 15th. It's due online on Blackboard. On the 6th week, we have our midterm exam, which I'm sorry is only a third of the way through the semester, but it'll have to do. And then our museum visit essay is assigned a few weeks after that, and then you have your final project assigned. There are only 4 assignments in this class, and it's pretty easy to get a good grade in this class as long as you get the work done and turned in on time. So this schedule will really help you keep everything in line. Again, if you have any questions, send me an email, and I look forward to seeing you in person, and we will briefly go over some of this stuff in person in 2 weeks. So until then, email me if you have any questions.